Welcome to Concepts in Kabbalah with your host, Rabbi Dovid Wolkenfeld. In this series, we'll discuss some of the fundamentals of Kabbalistic and Hasidic thought in order to raise our awareness of the unity of God with creation, understanding how, instead of it being separate from Him, heaven forbid, creation, including ourselves, is merely a limited expression of God's power to reveal Himself. Through raising our awareness of God, we come to love and respect Him and to live a lifestyle of godliness, day to day. Kabbalah means received and refers to the knowledge of God's unity that He revealed to Moses on Sinai and which was passed down from generation to generation through the Torah sages till present. That's right, we have this knowledge, and through studying it, we can become aware of His presence in our daily life right here, right now. Kabbalah differs from other systems of meditation, which tend to think of God as separate from the world, up out there in the heavens. They tend to go off into the mountains thinking that that brings them closer to Him, focusing on some word or mantra, thinking that through the power of concentration, through not thinking of anything sometimes, they can somehow become aware of His presence. But we know that in reality, we have to study this knowledge, to use our analytic mind, and to dig into the details of how He reveals Himself here in the world right now. We will begin with the Kabbalistic method of contemplation called Hisbonenus, which is related to the term Bina, understanding. And together, you and I are going to travel the path of understanding how God brings us into being at all times. We'll begin our discussion by a small overview of what we will cover in this course. We will cover first the 10 attributes that God reveals to the world and that define creation. Yes, everything you know and relate to is a manifestation of these 10 attributes, or spheros. The 10 attributes are Chachma, or insight, Bina, analysis, Das, intellectual connection, or concentration. These are called the intellectual powers. Then there are the emotional powers, both the heart and instinctual emotions. The heart emotions are chesed, kindness, a positive attraction, Gvura, or severity, a repulsion, and a synthesis of the two, which is Tiferes, mercy, also called beauty, because we find beautiful a synthesis of opposites. The instinctual emotions are Netzach, victory, overcoming obstacles, Hod, submission, and Yesod, communication, also called foundation. And finally, Malchus, kingship, which relates mostly to external expression of the self, such as speech, which reveals our emotions and even our thoughts and deepest desires. In this course, we will cover all of these attributes one by one in a lot more depth, but just realize now that these are the 10 God chose to relate to us, and these 10 that we use to express ourself. Next in the course, we'll talk about how God hides the full revelation of these attributes from us and reveals them just in a limited way that we can appreciate and grow from and develop a relationship with Him through. And finally, we'll discuss how these powers work within ourselves to express ourselves to others, and how through understanding how God reveals Himself to us, we can improve our communication with our fellow and inspire others to enhance their relationship with God as well. Together with this course, we'll be able to further spread the awareness of God in the world, not just in ourselves, and to thereby bring redemption to the world, the revelation of the time in which His unity will be expressed to all of humanity. Thank you.